This letter is addressed to all of the Shiba Inu fans out there. The mysterious Shytoshi Kusama is at it once more, making a disturbance on Twitter with information that is going to upset the foundations of the entire community. This time, he is doing it again. Nevertheless, his message is so significant this time that it will have an impact on you even if you just have one token in your hands. This is because his message is so vital. On the other hand, what precisely is this unexpected turn of events that nobody was expecting? Kindly allow me to elaborate on this one. Welcome to the land of the Shiba Inu. Shiba, your daily serving of the breed. In the event that you have any questions or concerns regarding Shiba, you have arrived to the right place. If you want to be ahead of the curve in the cryptocurrency sector and stay updated about all the latest news projections, then you should subscribe to the newsletter. Make sure to click the like button in order to receive additional shipped news. In recent years, Shytoshi Kusama has once again caused a sensation by changing his location to El Salvador, which is generally renowned as a country that is sympathetic toward Bitcoin. When it comes to this new discovery, the Shiba Inu community is filled with both curiosity and skepticism, in spite of the fact that it appears to be completely dangerous. El Salvador is the most recent location that Kusama has chosen to work in, and it is a background that jumps out as being particularly significant. El Salvador, which was already well known for being a country that is supportive toward Bitcoin, made headlines in 2021 when it legally approved Bitcoin as a form of legal money. This daring step allowed the government to establish itself as a leader in the acceptance of cryptocurrencies, which allowed it to establish itself as a leader in the field, so laying the framework for other nations to subsequently follow in its footsteps. Nevertheless, it is of the utmost importance to take into mind El Salvador's perspective on alternative cryptocurrencies, which includes Shiba Inu. The nation continues to retain a distrustful stance, if not an outright hostile one, toward competing cryptocurrencies, despite the fact that it has demonstrated unwavering support for Bitcoin. Instances of Max Keiser's thoughts serve as illustrative examples of this viewpoint. One of the most well-known Bitcoin maximalists, who has repeatedly emphasized El Salvador's lack of interest in supporting other cryptocurrencies. Max Keiser's support for Bitcoin in El Salvador is reflective of a bigger trend within the cryptocurrency sector. Bitcoin is frequently praised as the undisputed leader and preferred digital asset, and this support is particularly noteworthy in El Salvador. Bitcoin is regularly lauded as the digital asset of choice that individuals prefer. As a result of his power and his connection with the leadership of the nation, he brings to light the challenges that alternative cryptocurrencies, such as Shiba Inu, face while attempting to gain momentum inside their respective regimes. As a consequence of this, the ongoing story of Shiba Inu is also embellished with an additional layer as a result of Shytoshi Kusama's time in El Salvador. Both the bigger repercussions for the project's future trajectory and the concerns that are raised regarding the project's objectives in light of the country's rules that are focused on Bitcoin are brought to light by this. Does this suggest that Shiba Inu will also become a form of legal cash to be used in other countries? Alternately, will El Salvador start purchasing Shiba Inu in the same way that it is currently purchasing Bitcoin at this very moment? What is the rationale behind the belief that it is one of the most important updates that has occurred this week among some individuals? In light of the fact that the Shiba Inu community is paying great attention to Shytoshi Kusama's whirlwind of location changes, they have begun on a voyage of speculation, making an effort to establish a correlation between each move and significant events that occur in the nations that he visits. When Kusama's position marker moved to Japan, for example, it encouraged enthusiasts to speculate about the probability of holiday-related acts occurring during the festive season in Japan. This was because Kusama's location marker was moved to Japan. In a similar vein, the fact that he was in Dubai gave rise to reports regarding the preparations that were being done for big cryptocurrency events such as Token 2049. During the course of the conversation, a number of hypotheses have been put forward concerning the reasons behind Kusama's travels all over the world. There are many who advocate for embarking on a journey that spans the globe with the intention of establishing significant connections or collaborating with the most successful developers in a number of different countries along the course of the voyage. This desire to comprehend Kusama's goals and anticipate the prospective influence on Shiba Inu's growth and adoption is shown in the speculations that have been made, which are a reflection of the community's eagerness to do so. There is no doubt that as the discussion continues, it will inevitably lead to more general queries regarding the future course of Shiba Inu. in particular with relation to the validity of the currency as legal tender. Although El Salvador's daring acceptance of Bitcoin as legal payment sets a precedent for the adoption of cryptocurrencies, the probability of Shiba Inu following suit is still a topic of speculation. This is because El Salvador is pioneering the use of cryptocurrencies. On the other side, the community is wondering about whether or not Shiba Inu may be recognized as a form of legal cash in other countries, or whether or not nations would diversify their cryptocurrency investments to include Shiba Inu in addition to Bitcoin. Both of these questions are of interest to the community. When these assumptions are taken into consideration, the dynamic nature of the cryptocurrency ecosystem and the growing significance of alternative cryptocurrencies, such as Shiba Inu, in the process of reshaping global financial paradigms are brought into sharper perspective. The mystery that surrounds Satoshi Kusama's geographical shifts offers a tantalizing glimpse into the intricate web of possibilities that are still to come, which is particularly relevant at this moment when the community is eagerly anticipating additional advancements. In their pursuit of comprehension, the community did not leave any stone unturned, whether it was speculation on participation at crypto conferences or the formation of strategic alliances. They did not leave any stone unturned. It is important to take attention of this particular aspect. A widespread opinion emerged throughout the Shiba Inu community in the middle of the flurry of inquiries that were being conducted. It is the belief that Kusama's geographical adjustments carry significant hints regarding the eventual destiny of Shiba Inu that gives rise to this feeling. Kusama's goals were shrouded in mystery, and they struggled to understand the potential consequences that could arise from the project. And while people struggled to make sense of the scenario, their tweets and comments reflected a mixture of bewilderment and interest in the issue. People in the community, including Kuro and the Twitter user who has been keeping track of Kusama's location change, have been waiting with bated breath for each new location change. Other members of the community have also been doing the same thing. As a result, they couldn't help but ponder what Kusama is trying to convey with regard to Shiba Inu. It was only the uncertainty that surrounding Kusama's mysterious signals that served to heighten the community's intrigue, which in turn served to drive the community's fervent need for clarification and comprehension. One thing can be said with absolute certainty, despite the fact that there is a great lot of uncertainty surrounding the situation. In their quest for knowledge, members of the Shiba Inu community are consistent with one another. In the process of developing, I am eagerly anticipating the next chapter of Kusama's peculiar journey and the potential revelations that it may bring about Shiba Inu's fate. One intriguing idea, on the other hand, is gaining popularity among members of the Shiba Inu community. It is possible, according to this hypothesis, that Kusama is not actually wandering around the world, but rather that he is purposefully shifting his position in order to symbolize the expansive scope of the Shiba ecosystem in the future. This concept, which indicates that the adjustments work as symbolic gestures rather than signals of physical motion, calls into question the conventional explanations of Kusama's location shifts. These theories have been criticized for their lack of accuracy. The concept that Kusama is presenting a virtual tour, which will allow visitors to cross borders with the easy click of a button, is strongly resonant with the community's perception of Shiba Inu as a worldwide phenomenon that transcends geographical bounds. This perception is strongly resonant with the concept that Kusama is holding the tour. At the same time that Kusama is physically altering his position, it is probable that he is subtly highlighting the limitless potential of Shiba Inu's impact on the global stage. Once a new location is selected, it acts as a display of the expanding effect that the project is having and the numerous opportunities that are still available to be taken advantage of. In the process of